Just out here on the beach, getting some sunshine, going for a walk. Something I really like to do on Sabbath is just spend some time reflecting on life, on the week, talking with God. And I just want to reflect briefly. Just been thinking about the story found in Matthew, Mark, and Luke. I think it's in Luke chapter 8. The woman with the flow of blood, and she's got this flow of blood which is looked down on. Firstly, because she's a woman. Secondly, because she's unclean at the moment, she's menstruating, she's got this flow of blood. And thirdly, because this thing's gone on for 12 years, so she's seen as perhaps being judged by God or having some sin she's atoning for. It's a curse. So she's got all these things that bring shame into her life. And she comes to Jesus and she touches him, and when he speaks to her, he says, "Daughter, your faith has made you well, go in peace." And I just want to draw on a couple of things there. First, he calls her daughter. Now, this is the only time that Jesus calls anyone daughter. He has elevated her identity from the shame of that she's carried from what she's going through to the daughter of God. And he's done that in the presence of a large crowd and a lot of people. And secondly, he says, "Your faith has made you well." There's lots of people touching Jesus, but they're not getting the healing or the transformation of the power that this woman received from him. And I liken that to something I've done with my friends a bit. Is you find an electric fence and you can touch that fence with plastic or wood or something else that's not conductive, and nothing happens. You don't get a shock. But we get a group of us and you all hold hands, and one at the end of the line takes his shoe off and puts it on the ground so he's got a good earth. And the person at the other end of the line grabs the fence, and boom, this bolt of energy goes through all of you. You all get this massive shock, and it's like a rush. You just feel so alive. So maybe that sounds a bit weird, but something that we do. Maybe try it, maybe don't try it. At least make sure what sort of fence you grab and hold of. But that's what faith is. When you reach out to God in faith, that is the conductivity, that is a conduit through which power from God, healing, transformation can travel. And the other thing that happens here is she comes to God almost in secret, to Jesus almost in secret. She covers herself, sneaks through the crowd. But once she's received healing, he says, "Who touched me?" And she makes herself known, and she tells the whole story before the crowd and before Jesus. And this is something powerful. The lesson that Jesus teaches us here is that shame has its power over us through secrecy. And Jesus heals her, so he takes away the issue, but he doesn't just leave it there. He also reminds us that these things keep us down because we keep them in secret. That's how shame is given its power. So maybe it's not talking to a whole crowd, but whoever it is, whether it's just starting with talking to God about it, talking to a mental health professional, your spouse, your mate, realize that whatever it is you're going through, whatever it is you're struggling with, part of the power that it has over you is the secrecy that shame is bringing. So reach out to God, whatever that looks like. This woman, we don't know how well she knew Jesus, but she trusted his character. She trusted that he could do something for her. We all came from somewhere. There's a force in this world that brought us into being. And if you desire goodness and you desire something better, then know that desire came from that force. I just encourage you to trust the goodness of God. Reach out to him, whatever way that looks like for you. And challenge those things in your life that are struggles that either yourself or the world attaches a stigma or a shame to. Start with bringing it to God, and then bring it into the light. Let him transform and let him give you a new identity, that is the son or the daughter of God. Your royalty. God bless you all. Have a good day. Get out there, get some sunshine. Blessings.